Thank you again for having me today. Thank you so much, State Senator Doug Mastriano. Thank you for everyone that's here. Thank you so much, Sammy, for coming all the way over here. It was a pleasure to reach out to you, and I am so happy that you are my friend, and I am so happy that you are here today. God bless you. March 22nd of this year marks exactly 91 years since the first concentration camp, Dachau, was opened. More than 28,000 people were murdered between 1940 to 1945. On my father's side, his relative Reuben Friedman met his wife Sylvia at a concentration camp in Germany. They survived. My father's other relative, Aaron Friedman, came to this country before World War II, but for some reason he wanted to go back to Europe. But what happened was, when World War II happened, his decision by going back to Europe led him to die in the hands of the Nazis. Reuben Friedman was my great-grandmother Ethel Friedman's nephew who survived, but Aaron Friedman was her brother that unfortunately died. On my mother's side, the majority of her mother's family was killed, wiped out in Warsaw, Poland by the hands of the Nazis at Auschwitz. My mother's brother-in-law's mother was a survivor of Auschwitz with her mother for 2 years, living in the sewers to survive. Her name was Irina, and the last several years of Irina's life, she would tell her story in Poland, Israel, and the United States. Today, we stand at a pivotal moment in our shared history, a moment that calls for reflection, education, and action. We are here to discuss and advocate for a crucial piece of bipartisan legislation, a bill that mandates comprehensive Holocaust education in our state's curriculum, This legislation is not just about preserving the past, it's about safeguarding our future against the recurrence of hatred, bigotry, and intolerance. The Holocaust, one of the darkest chapters in human history, saw the systemic extermination of 6 million Jews by the Nazi regime during World War II. This genocide also targeted millions of others. The horrors of the Holocaust were not incidents of history, but the results of unchecked hate, propaganda, and governmental complicity. Fast forward to the establishment of the State of Israel in 1948, a homeland for the Jewish people in the aftermath of the Holocaust. Israel's founding was a beacon of hope for survivors, a place for displaced persons to rebuild their shattered lives. However, Israel's history has been fraught with conflict, necessitating a nuanced understanding of its geopolitical, cultural, and social dynamics. This bill before us seeks to address a gap in our educational system. It aims to ensure that students in Pennsylvania are not only aware of the historical facts surrounding the Holocaust, but also understand the lessons these events teach us about human rights, dignity, and the importance of standing up against oppression. Recent reports have shown, as State Senator addressed, a disturbing rise in anti-Semitism and ignorance about the Holocaust among the younger generation. Studies indicate a significant portion of young people are not aware of basic facts, such as the number of Jews murdered or the existence of Auschwitz, one of the most notorious death camps. This lack of knowledge is a direct threat to our collective memory and sets the stage for history to repeat itself. This bill is a step towards countering this ignorance. It mandates comprehensive education on the Holocaust, ensuring students learn about the causes, events, and aftermath of the Holocaust, as well as the history of how Israel became a state. This education is vital in cultivating empathy, understanding, and a commitment to preventing such atrocities in the future. This is not a political issue, it is a human issue. Education on these topics transcends partisan lines and unites us in our commitment to truth, justice, and the rejection of hatred. By passing this bill, we send a powerful message that Pennsylvania is committed to truth, education, and the moral imperative of remembrance. In conclusion, I urge all members of this esteemed legislative body to support this bill. Let us take this step together, not just as legislators, but as educators of future generations. Let us equip our youth with knowledge, empathy, and the crucial understanding necessary to build a world free from hatred and intolerance. Thank you.